Hi, and welcome to our podcast. We are going to talk about TOPOI, and we are reflecting with TOPOI a critical incident. TOPOI was created by Edwin Hoffman in 2009 in a Dutch publication, and his motto is that cultures don't meet, people do. But let's look into TOPOI, what it is, what its meaning. TOPOI is a tool for critical discourse analysis, and each letter stands for another word, and we will go through through the incident regarding each of this letter. So the first letter is T for tongue. Here we will look into the verbal and non-verbal language that was used in this incident. Then O for order, we will look into the participants' view and logic concerning the issues. Then P, people, we will look into the identity and relationship level in the communication. O for organization, here we are looking into the social and organizational context of the critical incident. And I, here we look into the intention of the people in this incident.
Thank you very much, Kira. And hi, everybody. My name is Eva, and I will present the case, what we will discuss. But before, I will give you a brief definition of critical incident. So it's basically a misunderstanding between people from different cultures. And in our case, it's about a group project with students, and the group included 2 students from Germany and 3 students from the Philippines. And the group has a number of tasks that the people had to complete it, and they divided up the work to do it. And the Philippine students left the meeting with a task that had to complete it in preparation for the next day. And during the meeting, the Philippines have been very friendly, smiled all the time, and answered all the questions with a yes. So they met again in the morning, but the Philippines had not prepared their work. And the Germans got confused and got through the details with the Philippines again and asked them to bring the work in the afternoon. But unfortunately, the Philippines didn't do the work again, and the German students couldn't understand why. They got very nervous because they found the Philippines' behavior kind of strange. For them, they said yes, but they didn't bring them anything. And for the German students, it was logical to get the work they have requested from the Philippines. And this led to tension between the team members and frustration. And at the end, the German students thought that the Philippine students are very unprofessional, and the Philippine students found that the German students are really nervous people. Yes, so this was the situation in our case, and now we will discuss what could happen here.
Yeah, it sounds very frustrating, and we will go through the critical incident using the TOPOI model now. We will start with the T, so the tongue, and there are leading questions in this model. So we are going to look into my interpretation. Here we are looking into the Germans' interpretation, what the others express, what is expressed non-verbally, what is expressed verbally, and what are the others thinking that is expressed. So here we are looking in the tongue. What was expressed verbally?
So I would say verbally it was the word yes.
Mm,
The
yeah,
Philippines answered all the questions with a yes, so the German students assumed, okay, they have understand it, they understand what they have to bring the prepared work on the next meeting.
yeah. I would also say that for us Germans, the meaning of yes is just yes, I understood, and yes, I agree that we do that until the next day. So the yes is for us, we would say yes is yes. But for the Philippines or for many Asian countries, we know from our lectures that a yes does not have to be the same meaning as for us Germans. Um, this yes could have been a desirable yes, though they want to create a nice atmosphere, the Philippines, and don't want to be disrespectful. That's why they are saying yes, because many Asian countries have a problem with saying no.
Yes, I absolutely agree. I think the yes was the big problem here
Mm,
because it means different things for two different cultures.
yeah. Um, Regarding the nonverbal expressions, I mean, we cannot say right now clearly if there were some going backwards or raising up their hands, but in this situation where the yes does not mean the same thing for each culture, both cultures would have been um, good to look into the body movements or nonverbal expressions, so also the facial expressions of the people to see if the yes means something else.
Yes, absolutely. And the only thing we know for sure is that the atmosphere was friendly and the Philippines smiled all the time.
Mm,
But we know that this doesn't mean, okay, I understand you. Maybe I just want to be friendly.
yeah, okay. So our reflection is that the nonverbal expression were first friendly and then there was tension. In the verbal language was that the meaning of the word yes could be two different kinds in each culture.
Yes. So, what do you think about the order? What was the views and logic concerning the issues for the Germans and the Philippines?
I believe for us Germans, it's logical that if you say, yes, I agree, I will do this, um, then you will do it. And
Absolutely.
yeah, that's for us logic. So you say yes, and logically you will do it. But I don't know if it's the same thing for the Philippines. What do you think?
I agree with you because, like you said, for one culture it may be logical, but it doesn't mean it's logical for the other culture. And I assume for the Philippines it was logical if you say yes, that you do the work and bring what you have.
Agree to.
Yes, yes,
Mm.
thank you.
Okay. And we also should talk about the task versus relationship-based building of trust, because here we have two cultures that are in each spectrum at the other side. We know that as Germans, we build trust through task. So we will build a trust if you did the task, but it's completely different for the other part of the spectrum.
Yes, in some culture, they often prefer to build first trust and then they care about the business.
Yeah.
And for them, it's important to don't jump too fast into the business talk, I would say, I have to trust you as a person. This is something I care more about at the moment. And yeah, the Germans, I would say, will just want to get the work done, start with the task. And like you said, they trust if you do what you
We're asked to do.
yes.
Yeah,
But you promise to do, then you get the trust of the Germans.
that's true. Yeah. So we Germans, we really like the reliability, and reliability
Yes,
means you do the
absolutely.
task until the day we agreed. And for the Philippine students, they like the harmony. That's why they also said the desirable yes.
Mm-hmm.
And here
Yes,
probably there was a problem that there was no relationship building beforehand of the task as well.
yes, and like I said, they smiled all the time, so you can see that the Philippines tried to have a good atmosphere,
Hmm.
be nice, so you have harmony in the team.
Yeah. So we are looking into the people now, regarding the roles and the experience of the mutual relationship. We already talked about the mutual relationship right now. So there is no trust probably right now
Yes,
because the Germans didn't build the trust after the task and the Philippines had no trust before the task. Um, and the roles in this case is pretty clear, right?
yes, I would say they are students, they're all on the same level, and yeah, that's it. There was no leader or anything, just students,
Yeah.
all team members, all on the same level.
Yeah, I mean, that could have led to a problem with the no leading person because some people need a leading person to
Yes,
gain confidence or to know where they go with their questions and stuff. This could have been here a problem, but we cannot know for sure.
yes, I agree. So, regarding organization, what do you think, Kira? What are the organizational factors from the side and the power relations? What impact the communication for the Germany's and the Philippine students?
I believe that the Philippine students may have a problem with this, with the non-leading role. So they are used to work in a hierarchical atmosphere. As for us Germans, we are learning from a very young age that we are all equal, that we have a democracy, and that we can do it in a team and each and everyone contributes and then it's fine.
I absolutely agree. Because, like you said, some people or cultures they need authority who says you have to do this and you have to do this, and maybe they are a little lost because at this case it wasn't it wasn't a situation, and maybe it would help if they had a leader, but we can't know for sure. We just can assume that this has a little to do with the problem.
Yeah. What do you think is the intention of the people here?
I think the Philippines and the German students aim was to get the project done, work efficient in a team, and for the Philippines, probably a big part was to work in a good atmosphere. But
Yeah.
yeah,
And everyone just wanted a good grade, probably.
probably.
Probably. So that's our reflection. What should have been considered?
I think it's important here that like we said, the big problem I think was the yes, because it doesn't mean the same for everybody. and it maybe would help if the Philippines and the Germans thought about the cultures and try to get the other culture and see the difference to work effectively together.
Yeah, it would have probably also helped to build a relationship beforehand. We don't know if they had the opportunity for it, but that would have helped as well. And yeah, and regarding what we would do next, I believe taking a step back can also still be useful here, taking a step back and building the trusting relationship that is needed for the Philippine culture. And then the problems of this critical incident may not be solved completely, but it would be much easier to solve the problem. So that's our podcast for today. Thank you all for listening.
Thank you all, everybody, and we see you in class.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Bye.